Hello guys. Once again, welcome to Semanhyia Farm, and my name is Fred. Today, I want to share another honest and transparent information with you guys. So just like we do it, go into the comment and write again, honest and transparency. Because today I'm going to come break things down and share with you guys, what is happening in the poultry industry. Because I know most of you are thinking about going into poultry farm, and I wouldn't want you to go in and do something that you're not fully aware what the risk is. But before we go into that, I want to say a big thank you to all of you that have been, so supportive of this channel, sharing it with your friends, commenting all the time, liking the videos. It really goes a long way to myself and my team, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much for your support, your WhatsApp messages. I've been receiving them. I'm trying my best and my team to respond to as many as we can. But you guys, please forgive us in case we haven't gotten to your message. We will get to your message. It's just a lot of messages that comes in every day, and we are trying our best. But that being said, if you really need to speak to me, you can also schedule some time with me by clicking on the description. There is a link there that you click on that link. It will take you to a page where you can schedule a time with me. There are various times that you can choose whatever works for you and schedule a time with me. I will come live and you and I can have a face-to-face chat and discuss anything relating to agriculture, business, investment in Africa that you want to talk about. But if today is your first time watching any video from us, then we want to welcome you to the Semanhyia Farm family, where our mission is really to innovate and change the perception and narrative about farming in Africa. So we are exploring all the best ways, best breeds, best crop varieties, best method practices of farming, and sharing it with the continent so that people will learn and make the right choices when they go into farming. Aside that, transparency is key, and we want to use the Semanhyia Farm to share with you guys what we are doing right, what we are doing wrong, and what is working and not working. And that is why today I want to bring you this episode about why you shouldn't invest into poultry farm in 2021. The poultry farm industry has been a very lucrative business in Ghana, and I'm sure in a lot of African countries. I was reading an article about Nigeria and how Nigeria actually invested into poultry farming and changed their GDP and how much, poultry they are able to consume within the country, which is great. In Ghana, we've always been complaining and fighting the government again about, importation of chicken and so on, and trying to encourage the government and people to go into poultry farms so that we can consume what we produce. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a great thing that every nation needs to sort of aim towards, being able to feed your own, country without depending on importation. We all want to feed enough and even be able to export. We've all been a believer in that, but as a farmer, I think things are going in a certain way that I need to update you if you're going to go into the poultry farm business. It has been very creative over the years. I've known some serious poultry farmers who have been very successful in the poultry business over the years and have done amazing things through their poultry farming business. I mean, if you go to YouTube, you'll see a lot of testimonies from people who have really done poultry and be able to done, as I said, some amazing things for themselves and for their family. But in 2020, when COVID started, making its way into various countries and in Ghana, things really changed. The way things changed was that a lot of our feeding products increased massively. I mean, we all know the price of maize went about, 300% increase. Soya beans went about 100% increase. Wheat brown increased almost 100%. And this really hurt farmers. I know a lot of farmers around my farm that have closed their poultry farm because of this. The crazy thing about it is that the price of eggs didn't go up. It actually stayed where it is and decreased as well over the years. So from 2020, where we were selling a crate of egg for about 22, 23, till now selling a crate of egg for about 16, 17. Meanwhile, the prices of your feed products has increased over 100%. That is not a good business for anyone. And I deem it as a responsibility to inform you guys, if you're thinking about going into poultry farm, to caution you about what you're about to enter. In my next video, I'm going to bring you guys the numbers from last month, just as close as last month, how the poultry business is struggling in Ghana, and the reason why you shouldn't go into poultry farm in 2021. I'm not saying it's going to be like this forever. Things might probably change. But number one thing that I know is not going to change is the rain pattern. Farmers are depending on natural rain for maize. And now, whether you believe in climate change or whatever it is, the rain pattern has changed. And therefore, farmers are not able to keep up. Farmers are getting it wrong. And therefore, production of their crops has reduced. And when that happens, demand for the maize rises, right? And the supply is low. So what happens is that the price also rises. This is a basic economics theory, right? The more people that want maize, the higher the prices goes up. And that is what is happening in the continent, right? And in Ghana, which is causing farmers, especially poultry farmers, a huge issue. Unless you are able to, plant your own maize and get the weather right, or have some serious irrigation method going on, I will question you to put a pause on your plan to invest into poultry now and study the market a little bit. Do a bit of research before you do it. It is my responsibility, as I said, to share with you guys what is happening at Semanhyia Farms, what is happening around us. But the decision is yours. And today I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking about investing into poultry farm, please make sure you hold on for a minute and you do enough research. The demand is still there, but the price of it versus the cost involved in rearing your chicks, right, from day one till 16 or 18 weeks before they start laying is too high for you to make a profit. And I know all of us are in for the profit, right? So it is very, very important that you take this message seriously. Hold your horses, do enough research, and see. There are so many ways that you can beat around this. If you're going in a large scale, you can have partnership already set up, right, before you even go in, so that you don't run into problems that small farmers might be running into in terms of price negotiation and so on, because the government doesn't set prices in Ghana. I don't even know who sets it. Sometimes they say the Poultry Farmers Association has increased their price, but you go to the market and the woman will tell you, I'm not buying it. See, I bought this last week at this price. People are not buying. So why should I even buy it at a higher price? And therefore, whatever the Poultry Farmers Association has set is not working on the ground, right? And the government is also not buying from us or setting the price for us. So there is a lot of negotiation and field work happening. And depending on what is happening in your community or in your market, you can advise yourself. And that's why I said, if you want to go on a large scale, maybe try and look for some partnership with, different product that needs eggs, schools, companies, whatever, to set your price before you go into it. Because what is happening on the ground here is not the best. And I think you guys need to know. I've shared with you when it was good times, and I'm going to share the numbers with you guys next week as well, and tell you how we are doing at Semanhyia Farms. And if you had put all your resources into it, what could have happened to you as well. So stay tuned for next week, as I'm going to bring you another episode in details about how much you're making and how much we've invested into the poultry farm, and you can make the decision for yourself. Thank you once again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.